again.
But somebody told me not too long ago. They said something like there's always something good on the other side of hard. You know?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it makes a lot of sense. Yo, welcome to episode I forgot, but we're here with my boy Christian. He's again for the third time, right?
Third time.
Yo, this pod will be a very, very authentic, unhinged, deep, very, very deep pod. It's been a good day, stressful day, so we're both just ready to talk and just let things go. So enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's go. How are you feeling right now? Just give me three feelings, emotions right now that you're feeling. Like, give me three. Top three. Just
Emotions?
3 words. Three, one word for each emotion.
I mean, I feel overall I do feel pretty good.
So pretty good is one. Pretty good.
Accomplished,
Accomplished.
focused.
Focused. Pretty good. Accomplished. Focused. Okay, so unlock the
Pretty good.
pretty good.
I mean, I feel definitely grateful for the things that I have right now. I mean, you talk about just simple things like live in a safe community.
Mm-hmm.
You have friends, you have family, you have a nice warm bed to sleep in every day.
Mm-hmm.
You have a job. I got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Um,
My man got 2 jobs.
that's a
I'm
new
sorry.
thing now.
Pause.
You know, even though you don't necessarily, I'm not a millionaire, but compared to what life could be,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I mean, you look at anything that goes on in the world right now.
Yeah.
I mean, people are in war. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
Israel and Palestine, they're fighting right now.
Yeah.
People are getting bombed, and
Yeah.
they're losing their home and their family members and things like that. I mean, there was the whole Ukraine thing not too long ago.
Mhm.
So, and none of that's here.
Yeah.
None of it's here.
Blessed. Very, very blessed. Yeah.
So, I mean, hopeful that stays like that for, you know, as long as it can.
Mhm.
I don't think it will. Nobody ever knows what the future is, but, you know, we live
Yeah,
in
I
a
mean-
good spot. We live in a good spot.
Yeah.
And it's great. I'm grateful to be able to be like that. We don't make a ton of money, but we make enough money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
For sure. For sure.
And even being irresponsible at times with money,
Mm-hmm.
you're still doing so much better off than
Many others.
many others.
Most others.
So,
In the grand scheme of the world.
in the grand scheme of everything, pretty good is a very good way to describe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just, yeah, pretty good and grateful for it.
Why do you feel accomplished?
I just feel like it's been a good year. I feel like it's been
A good 2024. Or a good year from now to last year.
a good year from, till last year.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like a lot's happened,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in my life and people who are close to me, your
Yeah, yeah.
life, you know, Jack's life.
Yeah.
Um,
Jackie Pooh.
so I think, you know, Will's life.
Yeah.
Will's been
Killing it.
and he's been going through a lot of different stuff, and
Mhm.
a lot of people who are close to me, including myself, have gone through a lot of stuff this
Yeah.
year, and
Good and bad stuff. But
yeah.
again,
But somebody told me
Mhm.
not too long ago. They said something like there's always something good on the other side of hard. You know?
yeah.
That makes sense?
It makes a lot of sense. In more ways than you're thinking about, but
So like when you have hard situations, difficult situations,
yeah.
you know,
Tough situations.
tough situations.
Yeah.
On the other side of that,
It's good.
I just spit across the room. On the other side of that,
Heard that, y'all? He just spit.
there's a lot of good things that can happen from it. And so I think
Yeah.
if it's just like, if we look at the last 12 months, so much has happened.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, so like my dad went into cardiac arrest.
Yeah, yeah,
I had to save his life,
yeah. It's crazy.
which is a crazy thing.
Yeah.
And that was
Crazy.
crazy, very hard in the moment
Mm-hmm.
in that situation. But at the end of the day, it all
Helped out. I mean, helped you. You know, perspective,
perspective,
growth,
the experience.
awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For your, just I mean for your career too. I mean, in general, just that now you know even
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Toolbox.
Toolbox.
It's in the toolbox.
So I mean, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's hilarious, bro. Yeah.
You know, that was something I didn't think was
What?
your brother.
I mean, about bring it today or just in general?
What?
About bringing it up today or about just in general that you didn't think it would happen?
No, about that.
I mean that. Yeah. I mean, I think like my mom was surprised, but
I was surprised.
And me and Adam really weren't though. Like when I mean I was shocked because you don't really guess that, but I think like surprised, like given what was going on. I mean, I wasn't really like surprised. Is tough. I don't think I was surprised. But I mentioned before. I said I wasn't surprised. I was shocked, but I wasn't like, oh my god, how can this? No, I know how it can happen. Like I know how I see why it's possible if it happening. So I'm like, oh my god, didn't see that. No, I saw that. I dream about it, actually. I dream about it, about what happened. So it's not, you know, I saw it happen. But
in the grand scheme of it, it's like your brother was young.
Yeah, 39. He'll be 40 in September 5th.
Yeah.
But I think funny thing is even that, you know, even let's say something good came from it because that's kind of tough. But I feel like, you know, even just having y'all there, that was dope. Bianca there, you know, we grew like immensely from that moment. Even though we would have still grown, obviously, but I'm saying like to have us grow that close in the deep like that was really I was crying. You know, you remember she got on her knees to hug me. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this girl's like bugging out. I was like, don't do that.
I was
like,
there too.
No. I'm saying I didn't think like I never thought a girl would get on her. Well, I can say that like that, but I never thought someone would go through those lengths to do that. Which is wild. And she tied my shoe one time. I'm like, yo, like get up. Don't tell like I'm good. But I think that just, you know, just like, you know, like confirmed even more of, you know, who I am to her, who she is to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that just, and then from that point on, the whole marriage thing came out even more. Like soon after, she's like, oh, like,
bro, I told you I was sitting behind you guys, and I was like looking at you guys, and I was like, wow, like this could be a good thing.
Yeah. And bro, from that day, I mean, that day, she told me that, yo, like, cause you know she was always like scared about, you know, that type of thing, cause you know getting older and moving on, whatever, moving forward. But end of that month, I think earlier, but she was like, yo, like I realized in that moment that even more so that I don't want to be anyone else but you. Like, I don't want to do this. There's no one else. And she said, yo, this is the ring. This is the ring I want. And from then it's been wow, the journey from this year, I don't know, March to now, 4 months, 5 months, give or take, April, May, June, July, August, for 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I mean, Seb, bro, this is wild, bro. How God has done things the past 7 years of my life has been wild. But
and even though it wasn't my brother,
oh yeah,
I think just because that was kind of like the first death that I've experienced that was close.
Yeah, like close to home.
Close to home. We had one of our relatives pass away. I was younger, didn't really know her that well.
Yeah.
She was close with my dad, very, very close.
Yeah.
But I personally was not close with her.
So you didn't have like that, like.
Yeah. So
quasi, you know.
So we obviously we spent plenty of time with her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going down and visiting her. She lived in White Plains. White Plains.
Yeah.
And even at, I think I was 15 years old, so it didn't really sit.
Yeah, it
the
was.
Same way. She was also older. She was in her 80s.
Yeah.
So it was expected.
Yeah.
You know, it was about that time. But I think when this with your brother happened, that it took a toll on me too.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah.
It took a toll on me, and I didn't even know.
Really know him like that. I mean, you knew of him, but you didn't talk.
I think maybe you saw him on the phone once, and that was about it.
You know Adam way more than Josh. Yeah, for sure. That was I mean, my mom talked about yesterday. It's different for a parent again, and she was unaware of what he was doing, so it's even more. She was kind of in the dark. She was like, for her, it's like, how? I'm like, well, Zao. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even when it happened, I felt relieved. Not like, oh my god, but like, I knew he was suffering. I knew he was bugging out. I knew he was suffering. I knew he was, going through it. And God again, the only way for him to get to heaven was for that to happen now. There is no other way. Like he would have been, it would have been over. So I think I think he took him that time for a reason, and I felt peace in that even from the jump, bro. I knew it was a God is saving him. So for him, yeah, it's time to go, bro. You're bugging out. Right now, you're in a good part, in a good space. Right now, you feel like, yeah, it's time to all right, time to get going. It's time to go home. But yeah, but it's funny how now I'm singing. I never thought I'd sing ever. I mean, I know I can sing, but they were always the singers. Adam Josh was just I play drums, whatever. But
Adam's a great singer.
yeah, so good. And now that I'm kind of one singing more now, not more. I'm singing too, but it's like kind of like I never thought I'd be doing this.
Yeah.
It's not wild. I never. I mean, and to be asked and sought after to sing on the main stage is like wild. Like, hey, like we want you to. What? I don't even do this. Like, I do this because I know I need to. I want to. It's a calling to really connect with the teens more than just singing. Well, I'm like, really? Sure, I don't really harmonize well. Like, yeah, come on. All right, I'll do it. But yeah, didn't think that was gonna happen in life.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you felt good, accomplished. You say you felt focused on what?
Focus just on taking life a little bit more, like, more aggressively. So I think in terms of just a relationship with God, that's number one,
Mm-hmm.
which has grown for sure. And then 2 is work and finances.
Okay.
I know we talked about this. I've been locked into the whole finance thing and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
being disciplined and responsible with your money because you don't really get
You
it
don't.
back. Once you spend it, it's gone. And then you got to work to get it back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of stuff, talking to a lot of people about being disciplined with money to set yourself up for the future. And work. I mean, I got a second job now working at Apex Fitness,
Mm-hmm.
doing
Yeah.
personal training. That's a great job. It's right next to my school
Yeah.
where I work.
Easy money.
So it's literally a 30-second commute
Yeah.
from there at least. And so that was just like I kind of made a decision that I need to get a second job just because I got time and might as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like literally a week or two later, the owner calls me up
Yeah.
and is like, "Yo, we want you to work here." And then
Yeah.
so I was like, "How can I say no?"
Yeah. No way. Especially if it happens like that. It happens.
It happened so easy. It was like perfect.
Purpose. Yeah.
So doing that, making more money,
Mm-hmm.
being disciplined with it, being responsible, setting the future up to be better instead of just spending money like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of focus as well. Because also, I remember we were talking about as an athletic trainer,
Mm-hmm.
like being a master at your craft and like getting better.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that whole thing is cool.
Okay.
And I think a lot in the 5 years that we've been graduated now, we're going to go in our 5th year
Yeah.
graduated.
So we're full 4 full years.
I feel like that initial experience that you gained, the
Oh, it's so
XP.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Now that we've hit like kind of that 5 year mark, I feel like now it's time to start cashing in.
True. If you told me, hey Micah, never mind. I said give up my PS5 to have the experience of CB Hollow again for 5 months, I might do it. But nah, PS5 is really dope. But the lengths of I think the early years, man, were so freaking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, I mean, man, I wish I would have. I mean, I thought I did take.
Wish you would have stayed?
No. Well, I want to stay at CB Hollow. Even as I wanted to stay. I mean, but my first year, I remember I wanted to be at CB Hollow still. Because I didn't leave because of the school. I left because of the clinic. Remember? I didn't leave because I just school. No,
Yeah, but would you still be there? Because I don't think they have the clinic now. Would you still be there if they got rid of the clinic? Like if they got rid of it
now, no.
Now,
No.
No.
I wouldn't. And it wasn't purpose for me to do that.
Mhm.
It was. I get why I'm not there. Right now, no. If I wasn't as involved in ministry, which is not like, if I wasn't, I would no. Like I love doing what I do. So I'm not. Yeah, I love ministry. I love the growth. I love the opportunity I'm having with that. But I just, that's my main focus, and that's like, I always knew that it'd lead to that at some point. And I wouldn't be able to do the fullness of, you know, AT to high school, college much longer.
Mhm.
I just knew that wasn't, even now I'm thinking, I don't know, it may be it for me soon. I'm not going, and not not because I mean I do love athletic training, but again, now like I said before, I'd either rather I did this before or someone else, but I think right now I'm in a spot where I blessed to have a good job. It's a great job considering what I do and not do.
Job.
Yeah, what I do and not do. Considering my time off, considering flexibility, considering just all that it brings. Leaving work at home and not having to worry about anything else after 3 p.m. every day, and weekends. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the weekends are nice.
It's good to not to have to be able to plan whatever I want all the time, and not worry about I gotta cover a game, or I'm traveling to I think Florida,
Rumble.
Florida or Idaho or
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some pictures of it. My man, like I in the moment it sucked, but man, oh man, look at my now. I'm like, yo, that was effing fun. Like, I'm like, man, that was for looking back now, like I can say, man, I'm so happy I did that. That was like, man, when I wasn't overthinking during that time, it was a grand time. And I grew so much through that traveling. It was tough, but man, I look at those 2 rings I have, the 2 rings I got from soccer, 2 rings from there. This old videos of me in the hotel room. I'm like, man, like that was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like golly, like I'm happy that God gave me the time to grow, to struggle, and to now, wow, like at least I can say if I retire, or not sorry, if I just step back from AT and just do ministry for some one day, man, that was effing fun. Like that, I'm happy I got those 2 years of traveling and just being out there. Even it was man, that was fun. If I didn't want a family and want to have settle down, I would do that. If I, no, not saying I'm single, but I want to be, I'm loving where I'm at. But like that life is for single people. Even people who, even Raven who's single, hated it.
I mean, people have families who do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would want that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to be away from church, be away from my wife, from my kids, from my girlfriend. I mean, it's cool for a season, but sometimes seasons just get old and it's just too much. But honestly, in the past, my man, I miss it. I don't know. I think about man, I freaking miss. I don't miss it what it would bring to me now, but I miss what it was back then. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I don't want that right now, but my heart does wish, man, if I can. This is a Drake line. He says, if I can experience some things twice, I wish I can do that. Just put me in there for a few months and just give me that what that meant for me. Man, I missed it. But I know that I don't have the capacity to do that now. I wouldn't want to do that now because I'm so blessed in other areas. So man, like I'm not gonna give up what I have now with all the others for that. But man, whew, man, that was. Man, that's a core memory I'm gonna love forever. Man, that was fun. That was freaking fun.
Yeah, but the reality is, like,
No one's perfect.
yeah, and everybody has a moment. I've been like that.
Yeah.
Like because people used to tell me that I'm like, kind of like level all the time.
Okay.
Don't really show a lot of emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and in the last year, I've shown at a few times moments of frustration and
Yeah.
anger and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I regret it because, like, you want to live up to that standard
Yeah.
that people think of you, but
Yeah.
if you think about it, everybody that you're close to, you've seen them in moments when they crack a little bit. Some people more than others, for sure.
I think one time I thought about and prayed about. I know I have to. That's my next step in getting better with this is I need to I need to be accountable still, obviously, but be able to have moments of that and not think I'm the worst person in the world, or not think that I ruined my relationship with Bianca. That's what I think. I messed everything up. It's over now. That's what I think. Oh, I messed up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I had a moment. Now we're over. Like I showed a trait that I'm going through that. Oh man, nah, I showed it once here. Oh no, okay, now she thinks I'm horrible. Like I don't know why. I gotta get better of having a moment, working through it, being communicating, being accountable. It's okay. It's okay. You had a moment. The world is not ending. You're secure with your girlfriend. It's okay. I'm struggling with that. I don't know why. Probably from past trauma, but that's what I'm bringing to them. Being able to have moments and not think the moment means the way everything's ending. The world's ending.
Yeah, but I mean, two things that I think of are like,
Mm-hmm.
first, if that's all it takes to ruin the relationship, it's not gonna last anyway.
That's true. Very true.
And then, who were the people who Jesus kept close to him? Sinners.
Yeah, people who
Everybody
messed up,
who
yeah.
messed up, and they were all these certain kind of things.
Bad traits.
They were not perfect examples.
Yeah.
Nobody was a perfect example.
Yeah.
And so,
I have
So
to give
it's
myself
like-
some grace.
yeah, who the F cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly. Because
Yeah.
if people
Mhm.
everybody should give basically a second chance to other people. Now that doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean like you have to trust certain people,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't want to keep them too close because of a reputation,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's one thing. But
Mhm.
like cause as a society, we do have to let things go more. People
True.
hold
Hold on to things. Yeah.
on to too many things too easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then one person does one thing, and then now you think that they're this kind of person,
Mm-hmm.
and you think when you do something, then you're thinking that they think that you're this kind of person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, yeah.
either way, whichever side
yeah.
of the story you're on, it's not really
It's not rooted in truth. It's just.
yeah, and it's not beneficial because then we get into like a cycle of like that kind of thing,
Also, I
and
think
people hold grudges and all that kind of stuff.
yeah. I think just moving forward better. Not letting it stick.
Yeah,
I had a moment. Don't let that moment. But I think how do I move forward without having to feel it? Because I'm not gonna probably feel great, but I still gotta act and knowing that I'm still good, everything's still good.
Mhm.
Act that way. I just kind of fake it. Look, yeah, sometimes you gotta fake your feelings out. Hey, like I know I'm feeling this, but you gotta be like, hey, like feelings. I know you're not feeling it, but you're gonna somehow gauge to where you can kind of get locked in again, without having to feel it too. Because most of the time I'm not gonna always feel great. I don't feel great about that. But okay, how do I still now I have to respond without having to feel it.
That's hard.
It's tough to do because we want to feel. Oh, well, I feel good now. No, I don't feel good. Even though we ended great, I don't feel great about it. Still, I'm still annoyed that I let myself have a moment of
So let me ask you this.
yeah.
So at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the last year.
Yeah.
And this person knows what I'm talking about if they know. If they
Yes,
watch.
Yeah, you had some moments.
I had some moments this year, and they weren't great moments. I think there were some moments where, like, part of that faking the I'm good type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
at that time I wasn't able to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And because I didn't want to put a burden onto somebody else, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So when that
And it
person
makes it worse.
when that
You
person
build up.
asked, "Are you okay? What's going on? Something
Mhm.
seems wrong,"
Yeah,
and you say, "I'm fine. Everything's
I'm
cool,"
chilling. It's bad.
but then you keep going on the same kind of
Train.
behavior,
Yeah.
then it's bad because
Mhm.
then it creates like a disconnect, and then because there was one moment where that literally happens,
Yeah.
and then a couple days later, we had like an argument about it
Mm-hmm.
because I stayed on the same train of thought,
Mm-hmm.
trying to fake it even though I couldn't at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and not saying anything, trying to brush it off, and that made things worse. So
This is good.
I feel like because what I learned from that is probably just should have communicated something.
See, no, and that,
Something.
thinking now, because even after we had that little moment, we had a good talk after that. I was salty still. I was in my head still a little bit about it. She kind of moved on from it, which is fine. We were talking about different. And I was good. Then again, I sighed loud because I was like, I'm tired. And no, I should have said.
Oh, you sighed out loud.
I should have said, you know what, babe. No, I'm just not feeling great. Like I should have said, hey, like right now, I should, instead of saying, oh, I'm thinking you're thinking this. I should, you know what. right now I'm overwhelmed, not feeling great, not really in a good headspace right now. I should have said that, and that would have made it. That would have been better than saying and trying to like spin it on her, like, oh, like, cause you, I don't think you're, you know what I'm saying. I should have said, not right now. My mind ain't doing good right now. Just saying, you know.
Yeah.
And saying that would have been more accountable to my progress, to my focus, to my to than saying, than letting my emotions do the talking, but then letting my truth do the talking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And I think that, especially to the people who are kind of closer to you, I think people, the Randy Dandies in your life,
You know, it's not a big deal.
yeah, it's not a big deal. Just try to fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
Fake the feelings and put on a front.
Yeah.
But I think the people who kind of depend on you and rely on you for something, I think that's then it's, which I'm surprised that I'm saying it because I'm not really the type, I think, to do that.
Why can't Micah tell his girlfriend, hey babe, I'm having a moment of overthinking right now. I'm just not in a great headspace right now. I could have just said that.
You don't even have to say overthinking.
True, but I mean, maybe naming it is better. Or yeah, right now I'm just feeling a little anxious about what's happening.
No, you just said that you didn't like saying it because it makes you anxious.
No, I mean someone else saying it to me
I'm
is a trigger word for me. Then I feel worse about what I did. But I think I gotta be comfortable. Hey babe, like, yeah, I'm just right now being accountable to you. I'm just not in a good space. Right now my mind's not really great right now. I'm in my head a little bit. Purpose. I mean right now I'm in my head a little bit. So if my response isn't the best, that's why. I love you. I'm just right now I'm not feeling that's better.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get better with trusting that it's okay to still grow and let her know I'm growing still. But hey, like, I had a moment.
I'm definitely more of like
Keep it in, keep it.
yeah, but I think
Suck it in, suck it up.
suck it up kind of guy. But I think what I've learned is that there are moments when simply just saying like, yeah, I need a moment, or I'm not cool right now. So yeah, I don't think that. I think certain things, like if you're thinking and saying certain things, like everything. My friend Will Carter says, everything means everything. Every little thought, everything that you say,
Yeah, it does.
even if it's small, everything means something. So if you think something, it has meaning to something.
Yeah.
So I feel like there are certain things that are better left inside of you.
Some things.
I think
Some
there's
things, yes, I do.
there's certain
agree.
things that you should keep to yourself, and I think because there's like the whole idea of like in a conversation, you only talk 20% of the time. Listen more than you talk, type of thing. I think the more you can be in solitude,
Yeah.
if you're in the right mindset and you can sit there with it and kind of meditate on it, pray on it,
Mm-hmm.
and use it to grow, I think it's definitely a good thing to keep inside.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if it does get to a point, so I think as far as keeping your emotions, I think you keep as much in as you can. That's my opinion. Occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
I know I've learned that sometimes a little more communication would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does it mean to be locked in?
Depends what you're talking about. Depends what it is. Because me being locked into ministry is different from me being locked into, well, it's just all the same thing. To me,
It's
being
all the
locked
same
in
thing.
means, to me being locked in, you know, my thing, my main thing, my things are God first, being accountable. That's all I care about. If I'm locked into those two things, everything falls into place and I'm fine. That's my thing. If I can be God, if God's first every day, I'm praying, I'm reading, I'm giving time, I'm learning Him more on a daily. And I'm accountable to my thoughts. I'm putting the work in with my therapy, with everything else that I gotta do. And that's locked in. If I'm locked in those things, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero worries. So that's to me, that's locked in. Locked in to me is God first, stay accountable, put the work in every aspect of your life that you can control what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I don't really know. I think it's almost like being like just not being derailed. You know, like being able to, I mean, basically the same thing, but just being able to stay on course when things are good and when things are bad.
Yeah.
To see, because I think to be able to stay with something, no matter what it is, whether it's God, your job, a
Mhm.
relationship, your hobbies, to stay with it when things are good and bad, and to never stray away from it,
Yeah.
and to be able to maintain your focus even though other stuff's going on around you,
Mhm.
I think is kind of what it means to be locked in. I
Yeah.
mean, people, they pick up hobbies and then they do it for a year and then they don't do it anymore.
Mhm.
And then they get a job and then they do it for a year and then they don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
People, they pray for like 6 months and then they don't do it anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, it's true. Being consistent is
Yeah,
locked in too.
disciplined.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
That's really the key to life right there.
It is
Discipline.
disciplined, consistent, intentional,
Yeah.
accountable.
Yeah.
Everything falls from that, and if you do that in every way, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, you'll be alright. Which is simple, but sometimes it can be tough depending on stress levels and different things that happen in life. But again, the test of it is, can you still do that when life happens? That's
Mhm.
the difficult thing. You know.
Yeah.
Like I would say I failed at being focused. A little bit afternoon. Nah, I was a little bit off. I shouldn't let it get. I mean, I shouldn't let it get to me that much. The stress of things, which happens, but then that's where I gotta grow. I gotta be able to be locked in and be able to breathe through it, pray right away through it. You know.
I wanted to ask before about the pastor cheating on his wife.
Yeah.